last two introductions have been cut off. There we go. I feel good about how long I've waited now. Hello and welcome back to Feed the Beast. This is Thunderchild. Took me a minute to think of the name Feed the Beast. That's embarrassing. Today we have a few things in mind. And first is I looked up this mod called Better Barrels. That's the barrel. And you probably already know all about it, but the main difference between it and normal whatever those are barrels is that these ones can be moved with their stuff in them, but you do get some a couple of effects. Now I wanted to try Alright, so it's still possible to move around with two, which is good because if you upgrade these into these diamond dollies, you can use them to move a monster spawner. So I'm thinking that dungeon we found, I could salvage a couple of those two monster spawners and bring them over here somewhere where they're nearby enough that mobs will spawn and use the factorization. No, the Mine Factory Reloaded mod to automatically kill the mobs and maybe get some automatic enchanting type stuff set up. Who knows? But in the meantime, yeah, I do have my flint and steel on me still. Oh, look at the recipe for this. And that is use, not recipe. Look at the recipe for this. That did not help because everything moves around when you hit the R button. Steel nugget. Flint. Yeah. So you have to take a steel bar, which I got from an induction smelter, and smelted it up with... Alright, still getting several frames per second. Hopefully it's not cutting off my sound. Anyway, but then you have to smelt the steel ingot and get... What happened to that portal? I poked my head in here earlier and I didn't get the achievement because apparently I hadn't picked up diamonds. But as this world was loading, as this dimension was loading the first time, a ghast was shooting at me. So it made that. Anyway. Get a steel ingot from the induction smelter, and then you have to smelt the ingot again to turn it into the little nuggets to use. Which is fun. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of... Nope. I'm looking for blazes, by the way. Thought we'd go in the nether and look for some blazes. I have a water bucket on me, but that's not going to help me if I catch on fire here. Anyway, like I mentioned before, I don't really care too much when they change the vanilla type stuff. I think a lot of mods should add to vanilla stuff. Nope, I rated that. Pick it up, that way I won't check it like 10 more times. Blaze. Oh. See a blaze on the minimap. Now how to get over there. Here, magma cream. Cube. From which you get magma creams. And apparently molten cores. That's interesting. One blaze alone. We can take them. Alright. And got a blaze rad. Woot woot. Now we can make a potion stand or something. And we have magma cream, which means we can make fire resistance potions. There you are. Saw you on the mini-map. Maybe I shouldn't be walking towards you each hit. That Might have been a bit foolhardy. Okay. I don't think there's really anything else I need in the nether right now, so let's get out of here. See if I can remember the path back. Which may or may not be likely. I think it's this one. Go through the stair system. Well, my throat just dried out. Tell you what. Oh. Let's grab this too. Actually, let's repel. Probably shouldn't have harvested that much. Don't need much. And now I do have the sludge boiler working, which... Oh no. It's a wisp. Crap. Everybody hide. I do have a sludge boiler making, which does in fact make... what is that stuff called? Soul sand. Yes. Let's try not to fall in lava. Okay. There's lava right there. I'm apparently do not watch where I walk, because I will in fact step in lava. So, oh, or fall down chasms, whatever those things are called. Man, I can't even think of the word right now. Oh, man, last time my brain was pooped for words, and this time it's not doing much better. Let's just throw all this into here so we don't lose it. And yeah, next thing is actually let's do that. Oh, it's more than half my diamonds. That's okay. I know where I can get plenty more. Let us go see if we can get those mob spawners and bring them over here. My biggest question is, can I just... If I can't, can I just set them down? Can I put like a... Let's try that. Try putting one of these in a chest, you know. Just how it is. Oh. Uh-huh. That's interesting. Okay. Now I wonder if I had like a backpack or a pouch, since the barrel slash mob spawner would not be in my inventory, if it would technically let me let me walk around normal speed after getting it. You know what? I think I'm gonna... Is it almost night? Oh, how's my armor doing? Yeah, let's go out here. And, this night, see if, I'm gonna have to go back to the nether, get another blaze rod. But, get a ender pearl and make an ender pouch. I don't have any ender pearls right now. I've only gotten one in the game, and I used it for that chunk loader, so that area will be loaded no matter where I am. So I was looking at quarries just because, you know, I want a quarry. And this mod pack does have extra utilities on it, which has these ender quarries. Unfortunately, it takes a quarry to build and some other stuff. But apparently ender quarries are much nicer on the, I don't know, server. If you're on a server, they're much nicer on that because of the way they load chunks. Now, a normal buildcraft quarry will keep all of the chunks loaded, and the ender quarry will say if this grid is chunks, will only load the chunk that it's working in, and then it will mine one whole column at a time. So it, you know, only loads one chunk at a time instead of like, you know, 16 or however many chunks you have loaded with the other quarry. Alright, now we are looking for Endermen to fight and slay. We're probably going to have to do this again later. Hopefully, maybe. I did not know that that went down. Ravine! Ah, that's the word. Oh, Enderman this direction. That's about where they were, just like right over in those trees last time, so maybe Endermen like trees. Or maybe they just like being underground. Alright, let's go to that next one then. Day 31. Oh. Yeah, so I have been pretty much just AFKing a few times when I fall asleep, and that kind of... Oh, I hear them under me. They're probably not very far under me either. So that's probably why there's been 31 days so far. And it looks like I've played like 5. Die, spawn of evil. I don't really have anything against spiders. I just wanted to say that for some reason. Alright, well, this is getting nowhere fast. I'm gonna keep looking for Enderman, and I'm gonna cut here. So I'll see you in a minute. Or half a second for you. Alright, we're back, and I got an ender pearl, and there are plenty of skeletons out. Now, I wanted to show you this thing here. Apparently, this one chunk here is an eerie biome. Who knew? And I don't know if it spreads like tainted or anything. I hope it doesn't. It might do, but I kind of doubt it. Anyway, and I'm just heading back to the base. Ow. Ow. Blasted skeletons. I'm just heading back to the base, and oh yeah, gonna make an ender pouch. That's what I'm doing. It's like, why did I need an ender pearl again? Oh, I have the attention span of something that does not have a very good attention span. Let us say a 3-year-old child. No, I'm sure my attention span's slightly better than that. Oh! Before I go, I'm just going to show you. Look at this. I used carpenter garage blocks, and now I'm trying to decide what side I like better. I'm trying to make this look kind of like an old brick warehouse. Wow, and my throat is starting to get itchy. And I used white stone for that facade and marble for that facade, and I'm trying to decide which one I like better. Truthfully, I think I like the marble better, but for an old warehouse, this, you know, these are garage doors. For a warehouse, this white stone's a little bit darker, might be a little bit better. You can see I moved my steam setup over here, and started putting down some barrels. Once I also switched out in the tree farm, you can tell, the birch trees for oak, and I am once this runs out of trees, I will switch the system over to probably making barrels for a bit. I don't know, making something else. Anyway, I'm gonna make that ender pouch now, and I'm gonna see you probably over by those spawners. Welcome back once again. I've been recording for a long time, and then I realized that I have been talking for the last who knows how long. Anyway, so we did end up getting those spawners. I'm running right now because there are spiders after me and other mobs. And got those spawners, and we ran into a new dungeon. And another dungeon with 2 more spawners in it. And this dungeon actually has a aura node in it. Or not an aura node, but one of those corrupted nodes. whatever they're called, that create the evil. Here's the dungeon, I believe. If it's lit up inside. Oh no, this is not the same dungeon. Stop that. I'm trying to... Wow. The other one also had a furious zombie like this in it. I gotta eat something before I pass away. Holy cow, did they just keep coming or what? Alright, I want some blocks. And that is not a place to put a block. Alright. There we go. I feel a little bit better about my chances. Alright, this is just gonna keep going until I come down here and light up these. Evil skeletons. Oh, zombie head. Another zombie head. Great. I just don't know what to do with them. Sure there are some of you who would kill to get mob heads like that. And the only ones I would really kill for are... Oh, is that another mega whatever? Sacred rubber sapling. Is that any different from steel sword? Why is there a steel sword in here? That is a lot of purple drink. 10 ingots. A green sapphire. I don't know if any of this stuff's really that important. Wait. Have I seen that music disc before? Floppy disks. Add that to our floppy disk collection down here. Oh. No, I definitely want my food. On my hotbar. Okay. So, I've gotten these before from dungeons, and they've always been a little glitchy. See? Like, I placed that and it just disappeared. What? If somebody knows, tell me what that is. Oh, I am grabbing that carrot like there's no tomorrow. You better believe it. Anyway, ran into another dungeon, so I guess that means... If, is that skeleton right there? No, if I look down the correct side of the... I know how to read a map. If I look down the correct side of the hill... I don't see any mobs around. Wow, I just stopped recording. Okay, I'm gonna hurry and place a waypoint. Alright, still nothing around me. New. Another dungeon. Turn you off. Turn that one. Oh, so right there is the other... The last dungeon that I did. 200 blocks away. So that means that all in all we have 4 more... We will have 4 more spawners from this that we can use. I ought to never be out of zombie flesh or bones, bone meal, or arrows. Because I just about ate that. I need to get that off my hotbar. Yeah, I'm gonna travel back home, hopefully in one piece. And I'm gonna trade this carrot for something less important. Alright, and I will see you when I get there. Alright, I lied. I do that from time to time, especially when I get bored. I haven't even been walking very long. I just don't care for going through jungles. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about traditions. So, it was recently Christmas, and today is December 31st, New Year's Eve. My family has traditions for both of those. And, you know, and if you don't hold the same views, I'm completely fine with that. I think New Year's is a pretty fun thing to celebrate, regardless. I like celebrating things. Yeah. My family has some various traditions that I just wanted to mention a few of them. And, you know, I I like things a certain way, and you know, repetitive things are kind of good for me, in a sense. But and so traditions on that level are something that I really like and really want to relate to. You know, oh, I didn't go far enough that direction. Just trying to go around this jungle. I think I can fall into that water without hurting myself. If there's not a huge lag spike, I can. Oh, I've been here before. I killed a skeleton around here. Oh no, zombie. Something. I killed something around here. But anyway, so for New Year's, let's talk about that first, because it is closer than the 360 something, 350 something days till next Christmas. New Year's is, our family has a tradition of playing a heck of a lot of board games. And there are some various foods and snacks that we eat. My dad is an excellent cook. He doesn't do it a whole lot, but when he does do it, it's definitely worth eating. And he makes egg rolls every New Year's Eve, and so that's one of the first traditions that we have. And another tradition that we have, besides playing a heck of a lot of games, is for a certain snack, we eat crackers with you get a block of cream cheese. You get one of those cans of those tiny shrimp. You pour that over the block of cream cheese, and then you put cocktail sauce on top of that and eat that on crackers. Now, I never really cared too much for the shrimp, but the crackers and the cream cheese are okay. But I don't know. It's things that are the same year after year, you know, even just for a day, that I really enjoy. And you know, if it happens more than 2 or 3 years, I start calling it a tradition. Also, traditionally, my family doesn't really care to stay up till midnight. Oh, and I'm almost home, but I also need to eat. My family doesn't always care to stay up all night, but I always do. Not all night, until midnight, which, you know, isn't really that late for me being who I am. Oh, I can see my house from here, once that hill's out of the way. Oh, I'd grab you, but you're not very far away from my house, and I have no inventory space. Christmas traditions. You know, a lot of people have Christmas traditions that I really think are very good. And, you know, keeping the... I am a Christian. Part of the reason why I celebrate Christmas. But, you know, a lot of people have traditions that I think are truthfully better than my own. Oh, let's put the zombie head up on our head wall. Ow. All this stuff's gonna move pretty soon anyway. I don't want most of it in my inventory. Let's think this through. Probably shouldn't place that one in this chest. But and I can walk and talk at the same time, but I can't be sorting stuff while I do it. I'm just gonna walk around and let's go back to get that beehive. Anyway, Christmas. Every year, you know, we pick names for one of the siblings, and we set like a $25 gift limit or something. And you know, that's fine. Christmas Eve is the day that we used to always go and look at the Christmas lights in the park. Oh, that dungeon's about 1,000 meters away. It's a kilometer. I'm not very good at the metric system, as was evidenced by my saying that it's cold outside. Actually, I think that footage I took out. It's like 10 degrees high today, which is like -10, -15 Celsius. Anyway, Christmas, pick people's names. We go to the park and see lights on Christmas Eve. There's a park nearby our house that always has a lot of lights, a bunch of different, like, of those wire animal light things. And then we go home and we read, you know, the Christmas story in the Bible, and do all that. And after that, we open presents. Not presents. We open the present for the person we got, / we give the present to the person that we got for the person to the person. That came out about as clear as mud, but I think you'll get the gist of it. And oh man, I have to hurry this story up. Anyway, so there's that, and then my Santa Claus never wrapped presents. He just left us a pile of loot. We get our stockings Christmas Eve night, and we place them where we want our pile of loot, and Santa would oblige and leave us our pile of loot there. And one of the more recent traditions is that I am 27. Every Christmas I have to I like these garage doors, by the way. Every Christmas I have to have a oh man, and my mind just blanked on the word. A bargain? No. A barter? Kind of. Barter for time? That's not quite the right word. But I always suggest there's a cave right under this building, and it's bugging the crap out of me. So I'm starting to use this turtle to just excavate. Anyway, every Christmas I barter time for when we can, how early we can wake up Christmas morning, and I always start something ridiculous early, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it always ends up to be like 8 o'clock. But my mom and I have this barter, and it's a lot of fun for me. I don't know if she remembers it from year to year. I'm sure she does, because her bartering's about the same. Does anyone know what this purple drink does? I don't want to drink it not knowing what it does. I'll look it up on the wiki, don't worry. But and then we wake up. Christmas morning used to just be we used to get like those little tiny boxes of cereal. I always get the Fruit Loops. / I never get the Fruit Loops, but I always trade for the Fruit Loops. My mom doesn't remember who gets what thing a lot of the time. There's only 3 children. I don't know. Maybe when I start having children of myself, I will realize the felonious argument that I have. No, it's not felonious. There's no felony involved. The misconstrued? Let's call it that. I'm not great with the English language, even though I've spoken it my whole life. But yeah, good old Christmas traditions. Cereal in the morning. My wife, because of my wife, my mom now makes orange rolls every Christmas. They're tasty. Every morning. They're kind of like sticky buns, but with orange whatever added to it. And, you know, not instead of the cinnamon sugar flavor, it has the orange. But, I mean, then we usually have like a, you know, like a ham or turkey dinner, lunch thing. Anyway, that is it for today. I'm back here. I have mob spawners to set up and stuff to do. I have plenty left to do before the next episode. And I may not get it all done. And I have been blathering on enough, so I'll let you get back to your day. Again, Happy New Year's. I hope the New Year's a good one for you. And as always, have a good day.